Blog entry 93 from 12/29 of 2022. And so in this blog entry, I was still in Ocean Beach, and I was feeling the pull to leave and then a pull to stay, where I was currently visiting there. Krishna and his angels at the time in meditation were telling me that it's time to move on tomorrow. But the material senses were pulling on the comfort and the peacefulness of being there to stay. And I remember it reminded me of when I had my own house and how the material world would sometimes create the sense of comfort, making it seem worth staying in place, but that peace was always temporary, coming and going with tides of the senses. It would come with problems, and it would come with like a bit of happiness, and then a bit of problem, and then a bigger happiness, and a bigger problem, and it was really wild. But the mind would try and think that more would be better, which like more house, or more perfect, or more renovating, or more this, more that, or more the other. And it would not really bring the steady peace and joy. And see, that's this thing that's really different. It's the peace and the joy that came on this path, like the peace and the joy I felt during this blog when I wrote it, 3-4 years ago now. I was feeling completely blissed out and happy and at peace, living in a van, like not even really a nice van, just a Honda minivan, an older one, but I still felt completely fulfilled. And I remember, like when I had my own house at the time, there would be moments of that, but it wouldn't even be completely fulfilled, because even in the back of those moments in my mind, I would still be thinking about the next project, or I was feeling the time frame of it, that happiness or feeling satisfied from completing a project might last a day or two, and it may have like a bit of a glow afterwards for maybe a week or two. And if it's a huge project, it might last, I guess, maybe a year, maybe, tops. But then maybe other problems come up and take it down. But the fact that I was living in a minivan and like really full of bliss and just happy, it was just amazing, because that's not up until that point, that had not been my experience. And the fact that it was pleasing to Krishna that I was doing that, and it was growing my relationship with Krishna doing that. And it was amazing. It was just incredible, because materially and externally, comfort wasn't really comfortable. But I didn't even really feel it. Yeah, it's just wild. So this is a big part of the spiritual challenge, not following the material mind and its longing for comfort, and the senses and their longing for comfort, but instead pushing forward and following Krishna's lead. True peace and joy come from within, regardless of where I am, so as long as I'm where Krishna wants me to be. And that's still true to today as well. It's amazing and incredible. Well, that's it for today's blog entry. Thank you so much for tuning in, and like and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have a chance, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.